I don't know how to say it in English, malundo, and it's not cute. It's think about the equivalent of a diaper rash to a child, but to a grown woman, right?
It's happening to so many.
It's so bad. And I would go to the hospital, and the doctor told me something. I'm sorry to cut you short. I'm going to give back the discussion to you, but now you're my patient. I'm your patient today. And I would go to the hospital, and they would tell me, stop changing pads. Like stick to one pad like you stick to one brand of toilet paper.
Yeah.
I didn't know you're supposed to stick to one brand of toilet paper. So they told me, the reason why we're seeing recurring infection close to your menses or right after your menses, during your menses and right after your menses, is because you're probably not using the appropriate. I'm like, what do you mean appropriate? Hasn't it been certified? Isn't it on a shelf? I want to have the assumption, Joanne, that before anything gets to our shelf, it has gone through various checks and standards, right? So what is the issue? Where is this? Where is the deficit? What is going on? Because something is not adding up.
Of course, it zeroes down again to the ingredients.
Yeah.
It's not about the brand. It's about what has the pad been formulated with. And sadly, we belong to the mass market. And that is why I'm so passionate about promoting local manufacturers. Because if majority of these were local manufacturers, we would all walk in and they will tell us, now look, there's cotton in Homa Bay. Why not use our cotton? And now, going back to your conversation about cotton, the same brands that you're telling me you checked if it's cotton, they had been taken to court the other day.
Yes.
Because there's nothing cotton.
At all.
In those pads.
Cotton top sheet, nothing.
Nothing.
Forget about the gel that is keeping the substance in and intact. Nothing at all.
In fact, they have been now saying the gel is what, under light, it behaves differently for different brands. That is why one is black, the other one is blue, green, because of what is in the gel. Regardless of what is in the gel, we want safe sanitary towels. The fact that a woman can wear a pad and come out with the madundos that you spoke about, it means there's something wrong in that pad. And if I use another one and it doesn't happen the same, and sadly, I had mentioned to you that there's a study that was done.
Yes.
We can talk about sanitary towels, but tampons are still within the mix.
Yes, let's talk about all of them together. And I'm understanding why the younger generation, the Gen Alphas, the Gen Zs, are opting for other methods that are
the menstrual cups.
The cups that also have... It's just masama. It's a lot of work to do.
I was thinking about them when I was coming here, and I was thinking, oh God, can you imagine how we have, like our moms raised us with the nappies?
Yes.
They would wash them.
Yes.
Can you now imagine you have a disposable, washable pad or sanitary towel? It comes with a lot of work, but there's a lot of safety in it.
It's true. Like I look at the ones that we normally make, the reusable ones that we ship to marginalized areas.
Yeah.
And those girls have a better sanitary experience compared to you who's buying top shelf premium products.
And they may not have the UTIs.
It is so bad.
So I wanted to mention to you a study that was done by the University of... And it's the only study since the world began, and it is in 2024. So
I want you to say it slowly, because I know I told you I don't think we're going to have an end to this conversation. Very little. I have a friend of mine, and I'm going to name drop. She's a doctor, Dr. Charity, and she's in research. She's in medical research. And she has told me time and again that not enough resources are given and channeled towards reproductive health
of a woman.
And it's so sad. A woman, right now we have people going to the moon. People going to the moon. We have satellites above the planet Earth. But you cannot find a solution to recurring problems. Go ahead about the research, Joanne.
So, let me read for you. So what they did, the University of Berkeley, in 2024.
Yes, and Berkeley is an Ivy League school.
And it has been 200 years when women has been using pads.
One research.
In 2024, just the other day. And that's what they did. So they found tampons from 30 brands, 30 of them from 14 different brands, and all of them detected 16 metals. In each and every tampon, there were 16. And you can imagine, this is something that we insert in ourselves. And they tested for the arsenic, which we know causes cancer. Lead, the one that is even children toys.
Yes.
And worse, they said this is the cause of the UTIs.
Some cancers.
See? And it is in 2024. Could it be
30 different brands? And I'm not going to be disrespectful. In the 254, we don't have 30 brands of pads.
Of course we don't have.
First, kuna ile, the one that I cannot touch it with a pole to save my life, even free of charge.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, the day they want to advertise on this show, I would have a problem with my boss, because I would say, I'm not going to sell this product because I've used it and I know the effects to myself on my body.
So again, now after that study, a majority of women were like, wait a minute, can we do more? So there was another one by the environmental health perspectives, and this is where the formulators, they understand this.
Yes.
And what came out is that on menstrual products, they found phthalates, the things that I spoke to you about last time?
Yes.
Parabens and other endocrine disrupting chemicals. And we know that these endocrine disrupting chemicals are in your food.
Yes.
They're in your skincare. There is anything that has been through a process. Yeah. Because a majority of them are used as preservatives. So if you go back to our conversation now, you now get to know why. In our layman language, all these guys are telling us we need to check for contamination because light will not show molding.
Yes.
But regardless, with this kind of information, we know that whatever the light is showing, it's directing us somewhere. And I have seen the conversation of, no, it doesn't have to say that it was contaminated. Yes, it wasn't. But why are colors different if you're all giving us the same safe
Very
thing? Very true. So, dear women out there, I love that the conversation we have started.
We're not having it enough.
I know we are
We
not.
have a woman rep. We have a woman. Please tell me what a woman rep is for, because I'm not going to tick that box. I'm not going to tick that box if this is not the conversation you're having. You should be the one at the forefront of
legislation.
Yes. We should see one of them or her, the Nairobi one in particular, sponsor a motion. Let's see you having a conversation. Take all these things to the government chemist. Since that video went viral, where have you had your government? We are just here trying to censor the whole world. Oh, internet this, internet that. It is very awful.
And it could be they can afford the cotton that they're able to import from other countries. What about the Wanjiko who voted for them? So we are throwing this to them, that not only the sanitary towels, but comes to skincare. They are the mothers. They are the people who are cooking for our children. So what are we giving to our kids?
Oh my goodness, do you have any questions? 40127. I just got goosebumps. Call us live in the studio. Joanne is still here. 0719012600. Ask the questions on social media at SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I tell you this, Joanne, and I'll always tell you this, I'm so grateful that you came into my life. I don't know how you came into my life. I don't wear nail polish anymore. And I've told you that I had the worst hormonal imbalance.
Yes.
I have told you, you came in and you told me what my skin looks like. I've not seen you for a fortnight, 2 weeks. And you told me, oh my God, look at you. You look so good.
Yes.
And I said, I want to do a long video where I will talk about what I'm putting on my body, what I'm drinking, what I'm eating, my skincare routine.
What you have removed.
Yes.
Because now you're intentional. You keep checking your product. Does it have parabens?
Yes.
Does it have phthalates?
No, and then something else you said that I know we're supposed to get into a song, but Joanne, you told me something, and I'm so mindful. Every time I pick a product, I look at the market it's been made for. Because sometimes, no offense, and I'm speaking to middle-class Kenyans, we sometimes feel like I won't be affected because now we can order anything and it comes to your doorstep within, let's say, you give it a range. Within 10 days, you can have any product from roll-on. I won't lie, I import roll-on, all your nice to things because affect. But I'm like, for how long are we going to keep doing that? Because that's running away from the problem. Fix it for the person who cannot afford to ship a little box of their deodorant and tampon every month.
And sadly, like I mentioned, we had been ranked among the first countries where counterfeit. Whether it's counterfeit food, counterfeit skincare, counterfeit, we have to change this narrative as a people and start with us. Because the people we have entrusted this with, they are too busy for us.
I like that. They're too busy. Wako busy. You buy the same pad in a different country. From the same brand. And they are two totally different animals.
And the woman is the same woman.
No, apparently now I understand about segregation and corporate segregation
and the mass market.
And yes, you sometimes you have conversations. I'm like, "Why Mr. Kiku na Illuminati na wewe wakikuja?" But sometimes you talk about things, and I'm like, I wish you knew the magnitude of the things and the seeds that you plant in this studio every time you come around. I'm going to play some ads. We're going to listen to a song. When we come back, we continue with the conversation. Joanne is still here. I'm seeing a question on X. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to more of your comments. And yeah. Oh my goodness. At SpiceFM KE on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Naivas at 35 is all about deals, unbeatable offers, and great service. Black November is live at your Naivas Kiloko. Enjoy up to 60% off